We can't just go to the Prime Minister and say, okay, please do this for us. It's not going to happen that way. We have to work state-wise. There are 10,000 problems in our country as it is. Cinema is a very small, minute molecule. He have met each and every one.
Wow.
He must have cut at least 1,000 cakes. So that's how they increase their fan following. I wasn't expecting because it's a typical commercial masala film. Hindustani har jagah pahunch rahe hain.
Definitely. Definitely. There's no doubt about that. Rohit, you've been saying this for many years. I think anyone can just go and watch your interviews of so many years, and you've always said that the film industry needs to come together and understand what is needed for issues which are affecting the film industry, and so that things can get better. And we have associations, but there are too many associations. And say, talking about the theatres as far as is concerned, maybe that is something that needs to be taken up by the entire industry, that we need more theatres. Like Ajay is making efforts. He has purchased certain screens in UP. John Abraham told me that he's planning to buy some theatres in Northeast. So do you feel that the lack of unity within the film industry is hurting us badly?
I won't say lack of unity, but lack of vision. Everybody needs to be on the same page, and then only things can happen. And then what happens is, we need a support and we are getting like we had a meeting last year, and now if you see the GST rates have come down, and even the piracy laws are getting stricter now.
Right.
It will take around 6 months for that. One window permission is happening. All these things are happening. The progress has started. But individually, state-wise, because the entertainment tax in Maharashtra is something else, in Punjab it's something else.
Right.
In Tamil Nadu it's different. In CICP it's different. In Rajasthan it's different. So we have to work state-wise. We can't just go to the Prime Minister and say, okay, please do this for us. It's not going to happen that way. We have to work state-wise. If we really want to work on it, because every state has a different government, every state has a different rule.
Right.
Where cinema is concerned, when entertainment is concerned. If you see the tax or the entertainment tax, what we pay in Maharashtra is different in Tamil Nadu, is different in Punjab, is different in Rajasthan. So we need to work practically state-wise. We just can't go and say कि हिंदुस्तान में theatres खड़े कर दो. ऐसे नहीं होगा. We have to see कि if we target Rajasthan, so which are the small towns in Rajasthan where there are no theatres. Then we go to them, then we see which land we can purchase, what kind of a help we are going from the state government. So we need to work according state-wise. We just can't go to the government. There are 10,000 problems in our country as it is. Cinema is a very small, minute molecule, if you see from that point of view, where the government is concerned, and so many things happening in our country, from terrorism to many such things. So we have to work. Everyone needs to come together and work state-wise. If practically we want to do this, बैठ के meeting करके बोलना, it's easy. But if we want to do it practically, we have to target states. State-wise, we have to go, and then it is us who have to go and see which town doesn't have that theatres, in Rajasthan, or whether in MP, for that matter, or even Maharashtra, for that matter.
Right. All right, so talking about the states, you also said quite often that you really find the way the cinema culture is there in South India is fascinating. You find that very fascinating. Tell us why is it that you find the way they approach cinema different from what we do?
Today, when we in Hindi cinema, when we do a film which does 100 crore, we all shout about it. Same thing happens in Tamil Nadu or in Telugu, Andhra. What we don't realize, that's just one state.
Right.
One state is doing that kind of a business.
Right.
Whereas here we have the whole of the India. The whole country is there, but still we are struggling to reach that mark.
Right.
So I think there are many factors. Theatres is one, taxes are the other factor. Third, you'll be surprised, it happens because the fan clubs are too strong there for every actor.
Yeah.
If the film is average also, it does a great business for 3 days because the fan is going to go and watch a Rajnikant film or a Allu Arjun film or a Chiranjeevi film or a Vijay film for that matter.
Right.
So the fan clubs are very strong and they really do a lot for their fans. They really do a lot for their fans. Like there's an actor, I forgot his name, a Kannada actor. I've seen the video. Like when on his birthday, there are thousands of people standing outside and from night 12 o'clock to the next day night 12 o'clock with breaks, obviously, he have met each and every one.
Wow.
He must have cut at least 1,000 cakes. So that's how they increase their fan followings. Like Ramcharan and all, they do have blood bank campaigns, you know.
Ji.
They do all that for their fans. And that's how there is, their fan clubs are so strong.
Simba has done close to 100 crore in overseas market. Tell us how important is the overseas market, and do you feel that newer territories can be created for Indian movies?
It can, and it has been happening now, and it depends from film to film. And Simba I wasn't expecting, because it's a typical commercial masala film, but it did, we were surprised that it did so well in North America.
Yeah.
Canada it did well, UAE it does well, Hindi films do well in UAE, but Australia did really well. So I think Hindustani har jagah pahunch rahe hain.
Definitely. Definitely, there's no doubt about that. Rohit, what do you think is the relevance of non-theatrical rights? Because it is also said that maybe the deals of satellite and digital music rights, if they are maybe negotiated better, it can also add to the revenue.
It does.
Right.
It makes a lot of difference to the producer, and at the same time, it gives you that confidence to make big budget films, you know, where technique is concerned, or big actors are concerned, or big visuals are concerned. And I think we are very fortunate in this era that we are making films where you have satellite, now digital has come up, you know, and music is there, and it works for them also. So I think we feel privileged and lucky, and it helps, you know, when you get these kind of support from the digital satellite and music. It helps for a filmmaker who's making big canvas film, you know, where the big budgets are big. You can't just rely on theatrical business.
You've also often said that music, according to you, just hampers the flow of the movies that you make. Why do you say that?
My films are such, you know, like it's like the energy of the film is like, whether it is Golmaal or Singham, you know. Sometimes it happens like, "Arey, why did the song came?" The narrative is such, for my films I'm talking about. So that's why if you see there are 2-3 songs in the film, that's it, not more than that.
And Simba, the music was received very well.
Yeah.
And Aankh Mare is, I think, was one of the biggest hits of all time, maybe.
Very big.
All right, so Suryavanshi, you've already announced the release date as ETH 2020. Many times people feel that within the industry that release dates are very crucial, and if you get a holiday, a big ticket holiday, it always helps, like a Christmas or a Diwali. There have been occasions when movies like Sanju and Bahubali have released on dates which are not big holidays. How do you look at this entire fascination that many people within the industry have for
See, it's like if you
dates?
get a holiday, it's well and good. If you don't get a holiday, you have to release your film.
Right.
So, but if it's a holiday, it does well. It does help. But see, the other thing is like if the film is not good, it might help the very first day when it's a holiday. After that, it just crashes. So it's not like and in today's time, in the world of Twitter and, you know, Facebook and social media, the fire just spreads like this, you know. By afternoon, everybody knows whether they want to watch this film or not.
Right.
Gone are the days when we could sustain 3 days or 4 days, you know, whether it is a big star or a small star, it doesn't matter. After the social media coming in, by afternoon, you know the fate of the film, whether it's on a holiday or whether it's not on a holiday.
What do you think is more important, the public opinion or the reviews of the critics?
You're asking me? Obviously, public opinion for me, yeah.
That matters to you.
For my kind of a film, yeah.